Coming up, it's an NFC South showdown. New Orleans is looking for its 7th straight regular season win against Tampa. It's the Saints and the Bucs, and it's Sunday night.
We are late in the calendar year. That's a good time to be south, and that's where we are. The weather just perfect right now here tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 5 catches, 62 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
And he's got Gronkowski yet again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On play action, it's Brady. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Brady now to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Hill looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On second down, Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing again on second down. Hill steps away to his left, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Saints are on the board first here on the road in Tampa.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was Taysom Hill who finished it off with a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady.
And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Brady. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Brady to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Brady now on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Suckup will put this one right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
On 1st down, it's Hill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
To throw again on second down. Hill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Back to throw. Hill. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Mike Evans and the Tampa offense about to set up shop.
A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
There's something to get in the ball. We'll see if they can do it. On first down, Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start out west at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where it was the visiting Chiefs who come in and get the victory on the road. Patrick Mahomes, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in their ball game as they beat the visiting Washington football team. Jalen Hurts leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we wrap up Week 15 with the Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field. A good one in the NFC North. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Saints. And it was a tricky half to figure out numbers-wise. They've got the lead, but you'd figure they're definitely talking about ways to get this passing game back on track. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Hill's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. There's Hill. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2nd and 16. Better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front. That's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. Going up top for Miller. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Play fake. Hill. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Hill.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settled in now 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
We play to win. Let's go.
Well, these two teams, they met in New Orleans earlier in the year with the Saints coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Hill on 1st down.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Hill. Flushed out right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. He's got Smith here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
To throw is Brady.
Connecting with Johnson.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw, Brady. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Fournette on the counter. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now Brady. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. Brady to throw. And this one's caught. And the fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Our eyes shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. And they'll see if they can get one final stop with this crowd behind them.
And let's face it, as much as we want to say it's all about the guys on the field, they can get some help right here from the home crowd. And they're going to try their best to get them motivated, get them involved. But they're going to need to make a play or two in order to keep them in that spot.
The crowd's making some noise now, escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. One last throw here for Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Buccaneers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.